This video is a launch and learn program produced by the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers. It is intended to be watched by you and members of your firm to inform you about this topic, which is LinkedIn. There are other launch and learn programs also produced by the Academy, including one called The Value of Social Media in Family Law Cases. That program is narrated by Melissa Brown, who is chair of the Technology Committee. I am Ken Raggio of the Dallas firm of Raggio & Raggio. My co-presenter here is John Harding of Northern California. Both of us are Academy members. This program will show you both the why and the how of LinkedIn works and why you want it for your practice. Social networking is a technology phenomena that is sweeping the globe and adding a new option for marketing. Websites like Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter are changing the way people meet, mingle, and communicate. Rather than picking up the phone and saying hello or writing a letter, people are logging onto the internet and sending messages across these computer and internet-based platforms. Social networking keeps us in contact with our clients and colleagues and helps us market our practices. Well, what is LinkedIn? First of all, it's a website. It's a business-focused social networking website that helps all of us market ourselves and connect with other professionals. There are more than 120 million people registered with LinkedIn, and they're adding thousands per day. It's fast becoming the default business-to-business directory. If you want to market your law practice to other business professionals in the electronic age, LinkedIn is the place and way to do it. In a nutshell, each LinkedIn member creates a personal profile page, much like you would create a resume. For those of you familiar with Martindale-Hubbell, your personal page on LinkedIn could be considered similar to a Martindale-Hubbell page, but with more bells and whistles. That LinkedIn profile then becomes a searchable part of LinkedIn. For example, someone entering Texarkana divorce lawyer into a LinkedIn search would find all the lawyers in LinkedIn that are registered in Texarkana. That is the simplest way that LinkedIn can be utilized as a marketing tool. The way that people participate in LinkedIn is by making connections with other LinkedIn members. The simplest connection is the appearance of your profile as part of the searchable database within LinkedIn. The next step is to create more intimate connections with other LinkedIn members. Basically, there is a new way of exchanging business cards. Through the LinkedIn program, you invite someone to connect with you, or they ask that you connect with them. Once the connection is accepted, that person becomes part of your LinkedIn network. Their name appears on the connections list on your LinkedIn page. They have given you their business card, and you have put them on your Rolodex. This helps you market your practice and bring in new business. You can also participate in groups. Groups are collections of people with similar interests gathering together to chat and share information. In addition to being an online resume for you and your practice, LinkedIn helps you get content out on the internet. Basically, being on LinkedIn is searched by Google and Bing, and it increases your profile and therefore the chances of getting hits on your personal web or business website. So how do you get going with LinkedIn? You go to the LinkedIn website and create an account. A basic membership is free. If you fall in love with it, there are grander fee-based accounts. For starters, the basic membership is more than adequate. So let's go to linkedin.com. When you arrive there, you will see this home screen. Complete the Join LinkedIn Today box and you're good to go. Once your account is created, you are taken to your home page. This is the place you will be taken every time you log into LinkedIn. Your homepage has a box for you to post updates about yourself. It shows who is in your network. It includes updates from other people that you eventually will be adding to your network. It is also where you edit your profile. Your profile is your LinkedIn lifeblood. This is where everything starts for you and LinkedIn. It is your business card, resume, listing, billboard, yellow page ad, and what everybody else on LinkedIn will see when they check you out. Make sure you spend a good bit of time adding and tweaking and making it look as professional as you can. The one we have up here is Melissa Brown, chairman of the technology committee. She has a great LinkedIn profile. She's jam-packed with information about her and her practice. She's really selling herself, and that's exactly what she's supposed to do. It's all about marketing, folks. Every member of LinkedIn is there to sell themselves and to market their business. That's why the site exists. Don't be embarrassed. If people did not want to see you and everything about your business, they wouldn't be on LinkedIn in the first place. So you can see what she's done. She has a very nice picture. She has keyword descriptions. She has off-site links to her business website and an incredible summary of what she does in the practice. Well, let's get started. After completing your profile, it's time to fill in your LinkedIn Rolodex. This process is called making connections. The process is very simple. Do a search for people you know. Once you've identified a few, click and Add Connections button. You can also add connections by importing your contacts from Outlook, Google Contacts, with LinkedIn's internal tool to do that. After entering the identification of a potential contact, you are taken to that person's LinkedIn profile. Here we see the profile for incoming AAML President and fellow Alton Abramowitz. Click on the Connect button. Select how you know the contact, then add a note or use the LinkedIn default note that you see on the screen above. Finally, click on the Send Invitation. When the contact accepts your invitation, LinkedIn will send you a notice. That person is now one of your connections. He or she is on your Rolodex and vice versa. Once you get some momentum in the hang of things, your connections list will grow very rapidly. Groups are many communities within LinkedIn. There are places where people with similar interests can assemble, make connections, share information, and chat. For example, there's an AAML group in LinkedIn. Once you create your account, click on the Groups button on your home page. Try this. Go to the group search bar and type in AAML. That will take you to the banner for the AAML groups. Click on the Join Groups button. After your request to join has been accepted, you are a member of the group. You will receive announcements from the group, be able to read posts from other group members, and make connections with other AAML fellows. The AAML group is a closed group. It means it goes through a moderator, which happens to be John Harding, because it's for like-minded people, and we don't want to get spam from people wanting to advertise Viagra or other things. There are all kinds of legal groups. There are all kinds of non-legal groups. You can pick and choose what type of groups you want to be in. Closed groups are more selective and supposed to be a higher level of communication. LinkedIn is always changing. Options and tools are always being added or improved upon. There are books written on how to use LinkedIn. There's a little learning curve, but it isn't that steep. The best way to learn about LinkedIn is to get signed up and start using it. The tips listed above are a primer, but there's a lot more that you can learn. Don't be afraid. Jump in head first and have fun doing it. Remember, don't be embarrassed to sell yourself. That is what LinkedIn is for. It is a new wave of communication and marketing. Thank you for your attention.